All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dan 50K EA. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, LaRon the Miracle Murphy.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, Dan Ige, as we get this round underway, as credentialed as any featherweight in this division when it comes to the strength of schedule, the skills that he brings to the table, the toughness, the ability to impose his will. He has slipped up a little bit against the truly elite competition, but that doesn't mean he can't hang. And he believes on any given Saturday night, tonight included, that he can be the best featherweight in the world.
Oh, nice body shot.
Beautiful shot to the leg. Couple of chins here being tested early. Ige's knee strike here is blocked. All right, early action here, and you can see the reaction from the corner as he gets the takedown here early on the kickboxing.
Well, you knew that he wanted to score takedowns. He just did not expect it to happen this early and this easily. What a great job by this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter knowing that he needed to get the takedown and doing exactly that.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Murphy. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for it. Big ground and pound.
Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. Murphy's now trying for the Kimura. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Ige. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Nicely done. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. You'll work with that jab. Jab lands.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a masterclass, John. It's a masterclass.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Nice punch there by Ige.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by LaRon Murphy. Nice crack there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Just misses there with the left. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step one. Oh, big punch lands.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be head hurting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. You get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Ega's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, because blood has really become a factor, and it's a cut that appears to be right above his eye.
That's one of the worst spots for you to get a cut, because then the blood starts to come down and it goes into the eye. It's difficult already to see, but when you got one of the best mixed martial artists in the world targeting it, it becomes impossible.
They call that the trickle-down effect.
That's what that is?
That's right.
Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Lerone Murphy gets caught by the straight punch. Continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Ega's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
All right, so how about this?
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, that looks painful. That's got to be it. Ooh, sorry to cut short, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission. Great shot from the top position.
Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Lerone Murphy. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
It's work. Come on, I'll stand you up. It's work.
He's got to start throwing down.
Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Working out of the half guard here. Well, that combination is going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Lerone Murphy. How good is he? Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
EA getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet.
In the half guard.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Murphy.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Just out of range with that left hook. 20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, he's wobbled now. Seconds winding down in round two.
He's hurt bad.
Round three coming up next.
Stop!
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, that horn marks the end of the round. There was a lot to like really on both sides, but particularly that Superman punch, an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful attack. Her ability to let loose in the octagon is truly a sight to behold. Not many people are willing to try something so risky.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Strike landed pretty cleanly there. EA going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Well, we told you about that hook. There it is. Nice display of technique by him there on the He's lucky his head is still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, you don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
Set up that low kick now.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Both fighters throwing heat now. Murphy's bleeding from the mouth. Lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Oh, big left.
Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
Well, straight right hand has been a
Big double leg, ladder change. Guillotine. He's got the sub locked in.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Ega's back in half guard. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Ega. Oh, he's got his back.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lerone Murphy.
There it is, now he's on the mount.
Murphy's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by EA.
Oh, right into mount.
Seconds to go in our third and final round. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use. Gotta be careful here.
EA is able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, has the guard closed here.
And now he's in side control.
EA's back in side control here. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Trying to pass the guard here. What a fight. Judges' scorecards will be needed tonight as we go the full 15 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, LaRound the Miracle Murphy!
All right, so he didn't get the finish, which I think is okay, given how dominant this performance was. No suspense when it comes to the judges' scorecards, and you got to think this performance positions him for a bigger fight later this year.
You know, John, it's all about going forward. It's all.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander Rocket! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Magomed Ankalaev!
You ready to fight? You ready?
Oh, a lot of people have planted their flag on Magomed Ankalaev in terms of his future light heavyweight greatness, but the UFC matchmakers do a masterful job in terms of setting up a test that you need to pass in order to get to that requisite next level. This is a challenging stylistic matchup, and even the confident Ankalaev acknowledged that this is going to test me in ways perhaps I haven't been tested in the octagon before. Nice right punch followed by a left. Straight right hand counter. Big knee there. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Ankalaev. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these 2 gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off. Oh, man.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Hands higher, hands higher. Oh my goodness.
Ankalaev gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Straight punch. Useful.
3, 2, 3. I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Rakic gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. That one landed clean.
Massive left hand. Oh, and there's a kick to the body, not having that one blocked by Ankalaev.
Look at that leg.
Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. Throwing that jab, no good. Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Oh my goodness, what a kick.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Magomed Ankalaev. Just out of range with that kick attempt. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body.
Oh, high kick.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. He is stunned, drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. So we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taken a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. He might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now, and it's light. But if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Ankalaev's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. 30 seconds now to go in round one. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Final seconds of round one. Rakic's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Nice kick.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut. With huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on the bicycle now. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Lands with the ground and pound here. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out, just go for the finish. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
He's got to start throwing now.
Some real power shots here. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
Ankalaev's limping right now. Clearly that right leg is causing him problems. The last kick from his opponent appeared to do the most damage.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Hands on your face. 90 seconds to go in round two. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Ankalaev's able to land another strike right there, right on the previously damaged nose. No surprise to see the fighter continue to attack that part of the opposition. Misses on the uppercut there. Under a minute now to go.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Well, missed on that one. All right, so...
He's hurt bad. Beautiful jab lands.
Targeting the body with the kick now. Oh, man, another massive kick lands. 10 more seconds. Final seconds.
Good round.
Nice job. So you're going to knock him out of the octagon. This round, I need you to push even more. He knows you're going to come hard, so he's going to be ready.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Leg kick lands. Green punch.
Starting to do some really small ones. Had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight.
Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, lifted a little bit, trying to stay upright. But, man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Oh, nice jab by Magomed Ankalaev.
Oh, nice.
Well, that is a shade of magenta on his calf I'm not sure I've seen before. That bruising's getting out of control.
The bruising's getting bad, and it's starting to get to a point where you got to keep an eye on whether or not this guy will be able to finish the fight.
Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division. And right there, his opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Under 3 minutes with which to work in our third and final round. Ankalaev's eye starting to swell now. Oh!
There it is again. Look at that.
Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Lands the low kick. Rakic gets hit with that overhand.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, man, how many leg kicks can one man take?
I mean, I think this is it. If he takes many more of these kicks, his night is going to be over.
How clean is that jab by Rakic?
Oh my goodness!
How about it? So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
The official decision is now in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Alexander Rakic!
Well, what a win for that young man tonight by TKO. And if the judges were looking at their phones, it's okay. We don't need the scorecards.
We don't need your scorecards. Do as you may. Proceed as you may. Because this guy knew that he had to finish this fight.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Hamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with the former UFC middleweight champion, Robert Whittaker. How good is this guy? This is the guy that DC plays with more than any other fighter in EA Sports UFC 5. And that, of course, has to do with the appreciable skill set, the star power, and everything else. But Robert Whittaker needs a win here tonight. He was humbled by Dricus du Plessis. Now the focus is on putting all of his skills together and leaving no stone unturned when it comes to putting himself back on a championship trajectory. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, short uppercut in the clinch by Whittaker. All right, the wrestler having little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of tricks and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook, he starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping. He's foot sweeping you. He has so many different ways to get you to the ground that you can never really feel comfortable from this clinch position. Takedown defense is there.
Well timed with the short uppercut in the clinch by Hamzat Chimaev.
On point with that jab today.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Strike lands cleanly there.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Oh, that'll get his attention. Nice counter on the uppercut. Oh, great striking from Robert Whittaker, as usual. This man puts some serious pressure on you. I mean, you can beat Yoel Romero the way he did. He is not going to be intimidated by any other 185-pounder in the world. Nice. Nicely done.
Come on, let's go. Keep the
Nice punch from the clinch by Whittaker. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Just missed with that right hand.
nice, good strike.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh, nice hook by Chimaev.
He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's got to start kicking.
Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Keep your hands up. Use your foot.
Unable to connect with a right hook.
Come on, bud. Let's get those hands working now.
So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get...
Connection like that, I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. You take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Beautiful transition.
Scramble! Scramble and get up!
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
All that is working good.
All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Oh, nice takedown.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
And now he's got the back.
He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot.
Chimaev's really pressing now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard. Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Oh, huge kick to the leg. And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Oh! Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble.
I mean, geez Louise.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Big left hand. That was a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed up with it.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really set down and try to make one really count and try to end this fight.
Chimaev's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one, and it gets blocked. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Whitaker gets back up.
Nice leg kick.
Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking tonight.
He got it done with his strike. He fought well behind the jab, but it was the significant strikes that really did make an impact is because what a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot. Oh, nice elbow.
So holding on to him here, not doing it.
Oh, he got it in. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Oh, into the mouth.
He's having his way with him here. Well, ground and pound 101, and now you start to see some swelling appear.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
20 seconds left. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot. And now some separation.
All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Take a deep breath. Look at me. You there? All right, good. You're fine right now. You got clipped. You were wobbled, but you're tough. We've trained for this before.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl, seminal moments on both sides, and the fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight. Nice strike lands.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
He missed with that jab attempt there. Whitaker's body really getting bruised up on that right side right now. Got to figure out a way to lower the guard. Oh, right hook attempt, no good.
Oh, nice.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. All right, well, that blow is bustling from that cut with each strike landed as he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. 3 minutes to go in round 3.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Let's go.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. takedown defense holds up. Shumaya's... Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 56 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he is still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already the best legacy for an Australian fighter in UFC history. There is nothing this man cannot do inside that octagon. Well, he is on the short list of the greatest featherweights of all time, but Max Holloway has goals beyond that. DC, you know he trains at 185, 190 pounds. Going to be very interesting to see how far Max Holloway can take this here in the UFC.
He's one of the best fighters, as you said. He's one of the best featherweights of all time. And it's because of his preparation and his attention to detail. When he made his UFC debut, he had hiccups, but he went back to the lab and he fixed those things, and it showed in a massive 13-fight win streak that had him winning the featherweight championship and defending it on multiple occasions. Max Holloway is truly one of the best fighters in the entire organization.
And what he did in that 2-fight series with Jose Aldo is something that history is going to look back upon very fondly. Max blessed Holloway back in another big spot here tonight. Max Holloway ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, so here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, fighting out of Spain, Ilia Topuria. It's amazing to have this type of wisdom and maturity and sophistication at 26 years of age. And that sophistication really bleeds into his fighting style. If you reference the Ryan Hall fight, that is as tricky a stylistic challenge as there is in the featherweight division. And he stayed measured the entire time before getting that knockout in round 1. He has taken his game to that requisite next level ever since, making himself impossible to deny a world title fight. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max "Bless" Holloway. And now, introducing the champion, by corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, EA
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon. Well, if any fighter can go 10 hard fives, it's probably Max Holloway. So let us see how he approaches the early portions of this round. This is a guy who has put forth statistically the most amazing strike.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping. Oh my goodness!
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Nicely done with the...
Oh, my God, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Rock'em sock'em out of the chute here.
Oh, nice left hand.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, nails on the submission now. Topuria's back in side control.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ilia Topuria. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Holloway getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
He's got to be careful here.
Constantly a moving target. Back mount now. Good work from the top here by Topuria. Oh, nice transition. He's got him flat on his back. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Holloway's in half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop.
Oh, great submission defense. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, he's getting close to the finish now.
Fight IQ in full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Topuria's back in full mount.
Oh. Massive shot from the top.
Holloway's in half guard now. Making all these shots count. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. 10 seconds to go in round one. Lands the ground and pound strike. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Round two next.
Stop.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and that is one of the best 5-minute stands as you will ever see from a fighter. Rocked him multiple times, unable to get him out of there, but came pretty darn close.
He did come close to finishing the fight, but he didn't get it done. Now, it will be on him to try and stay patient, try to find the kill shot without overextending himself and putting himself in trouble.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Keep moving. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. So he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Ooh. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to just... Oh! He hurt it bad. Oh!
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, nice takedown defense. Nice punch to the head. He lands another punch to the head. And everything's landing with so much power.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Nice left chin.
Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Holloway's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Now he's going full mount. Changing the position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking to do?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Nice. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. He sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade on my man Daniel Cormier. He got stunned earlier in the round, and mentally I feel like he checked out a little bit.
He hasn't been able to build back and fight the way that we're used to seeing him fight. He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work.
Final seconds of the round. Takedown defense holds up. Round three next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. Do you see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh!
He's hurt bad.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Nice straight there by Topuria. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Beautiful strike. Oh, that'll do it!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, with that, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, EA Sports.
All right, so the path to UFC featherweight golden glory still goes through this man, and after watching that knockout here tonight in defense of his title, it's hard to envision one of these current featherweights giving him a true run for his money.
I mean, we have the most talented featherweight division in the entire